What is up, YouTube? Michael Patrick Strouk here from Wix Training Academy, and today I'm bringing you part 9 of building a social network in Wix. Guys, one thing right off the bat, I am running a quick feedback survey from you to better the Wix Training Academy in 19. So I'm getting ready to plan out when I head home this Wednesday for winter break for a whole month. I'm getting ready to plan out 2019 and what the Wix Training Academy is going to look like, how I'm going to alter it, how I'm going to improve it to provide you the best Wix training experience possible. So if you have 5 minutes of your time, head to the WixTrainingAcademy.com. This pop-up will pop up within 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds on your website, and it just says provide your feedback. Click it. It takes you to a quick little survey. It'd be much appreciated if you could fill this out and let me know how I did in 2018 as far as content in the Wix Training Academy goes. Alright guys, so in today's video, what I'm going to actually do is show you how to give the user the ability to edit their profile and how we're going to do that and how we're going to utilize the Wix apps themselves to incorporate a cool little feature here and to actually build out a profile. It's going to be pretty nice and there's going to be a little bit to it, but just follow along. I'm going to make it as simple as possible so that way you guys can have a quick and easy learning experience so you could go back and implement it quickly into your websites. So, first things first, we're going to go back to actually before we do that, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the add button right here. And guys, before we hop into things, don't forget to subscribe right down below, Wix Training Academy, so you don't miss an upload of the Building a Social Network in Wix Non-Coding Founders Guide series. Turn that notification bell on. I've had a few people not know that the uploads came through. Some people are still back on part 3 and we're on part 9 already. So make sure you subscribe and turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the notifications when a new one is uploaded. So now that we're in the ad here, what we're going to do is we're going to scroll down to members, and then once you get down to members, you're going to click add to site. So this is going to add a members area to your website. It's going to go ahead, work its little magic here, and then what happens is, well, right after it loads, right after it adds, adding, and good. And we're going to click get started. So what happens is Wix actually adds a nice little member widget here. It's kind of cool what they've done. If you haven't seen this feature yet, it's awesome. I'd highly recommend checking it out. But what happens is this account information is all associated with the back end in Wix. So this actual information is in the Wix CRM for the website you're building. Any information edited in here by the user goes back to the Wix CRM. The question is, how do we utilize this same feature to go ahead and get the proper information on the user profile page? So how does the user actually edit their profile? So on here you can see they have some of the basic features here, which is first name, last name, contact email, phone. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to edit our own little module and add just a button right here that has the same layout as this page, but we're going to have all the same information from the profile page. So when they edit it in here, when they go to edit profile, they will then be able to add their details and it'll pop up on the user profile page. So I know that might sound a bit complex and a bit confusing to start, but once I hop into it here, you're going to understand what I mean by that. So to better understand it, let's go back to the user profile page that we've been building out. So if we go here, user profile data, that's our page here. Okay, so this is our sample user profile page. In the last video, I showed you how to add this statuses box. Now what I want to show you is how to add, one, the edit profile button, which is very simple to do, and then two, how to actually give the user the ability to change their background image, their profile image. By the way, you guys, I did make this profile image circular, which was in the process of updating their image system when we made this first profile page video, and I kind of looked a little funny because I couldn't even figure out how to make the image a circle. That's because Wix, like I said, was going through an adjustment period, changing the design module and editing module for their images. So to do it, you simply double click it, and then it's going to pop up an image tool, and you could right here choose a cropping, and you could choose what type of shape you want to crop your image as. And obviously I chose circle, and then you could choose the proper like sizing right here using the cropping tools right there. But I already did that. We're going to click that right there, and we're good. So we're going to give the user the ability to change their background image, their profile picture, their full name, their handle, so their @name, their bio, their location, and their website. So it's actually fairly simple to do. What we're going to do first is we're going to go into add, and then we're going to go to button. And we're just going to grab, I'm going to use this button right here. And again, guys, we're going for a layout kind of, sort of similar to Twitter. So that's where I'm drawing some of this inspiration from. Again, this is our own little version. It's not Twitter, but it's like, that's what I'm modeling kind of after. So what we're going to do is I'm going to first go in here, change the design really quickly, go to customize. We're on regular. I want the fill to stay that, except I want the border color to change to this blue right here. And then I'd like the text to also be, let's see how, we'll keep the text that right there so it's prominent. And then on hover, I want the fill color to be this blue. And then I want the text, to be white. And then on disabled, we could keep it gray like that. So that's very quick and easy right there. And then we'll change the text to edit profile. So it's very clear. So okay, guys, so if we go to preview here, you can see everything disappears, and the edit profile button is fairly clear. So if someone comes on here, this is what they're going to see to start with. They're going to notice that there's literally nothing on here. Like, it's just a whole bunch of random images. It says full name, handle, bio, location, website, and people are just like, okay, I don't have anything on here. And they're instantaneously going to be thinking, how do I edit my profile? How do I change this to my stuff? Well, you'd have to click edit profile. So now what we have to do is we added the button. We have to link it back to the members area. But before we can link it back to the members area, we have to actually go ahead and add a little page in there for the profile completion so people could actually add their details. So now if we go back to my account page, and I'm going to take this little member up here off the top for right now. It's easy to add back. I'll tell you why towards the end of the video. It relates to, I'll tell you why at the end of the video. So, okay, so we've got the My Account here. So what I'm going to do here, guys, is I'm going to go to Manage Pages. I'm going to click My Account. And then you can see this right here. This is the My Account page. What I'm going to do is I'm going to Control Paste. I'm going to copy that and paste it because we want that same button layout. And then I'm going to copy this, and then I'm not going to paste it yet. I'm just going to copy that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to Manage Pages here and add a new page. I'm going to change the page name to update profile. And we can see what happens here is it is then added in this menu here, right? So that page is then added in the menu. And then I copied over. I have to go back here. Oh yeah, can't copy the My Account info. Sorry, apologize. So you can see that the update profile is added in here, and now what we have to do is add the fields that correlate to the profile page. So what I'm going to put up here at the top, I'm going to add a little box number 1. I'm going to go to box, then I'm just going to add this, and it's going to be just the border of the box, just like the previous My Account page. I'm going to change the design. I'm going to drop the opacity to 0. I'm going to add the border, which is that. I'm going to drop the color of the border to pretty much nothing. just so you can see it. Let's make sure you can make it a little bit darker. Go back to border. Okay, so now you can see that. Again, I'm going to drop that down a little bit. Drop the page there. And now I'm going to grab some text. Going to go to text. I'll just grab a random piece of text here. Going to extend this. And then I'm going to just change the font. I'm just going through my normal scheme here, guys. This is, I mean, the pretty straightforward stuff. You guys have all done this or seen this, how to add text, all that good stuff. I'm just going to change the text right there. I'm going to change it to update profile. I'm going to shrink it down a little bit right there. I'm actually going to make it Play-Doh black. And then I'm going to copy the text, drop it down below, and then just explain. So we're going to explain what this does so that way when people come here, they're not confused. Again, this is just a part of user experience, user navigation. You want to make it very clear on your users what they're doing on this page, why they're here. Fill in the fields below to edit your profile page. Okay, so we tell them to fill in the fields, right? Now what we have to do, just like we would if someone was using a user input form, because that's exactly what this is, we have to add the field options, and we have to add our data set. So first, let's go up to page, or excuse me, not page, database, go to data set, come in here. We're going to click on that, and then we're going to double click it. We're going to choose where it goes. So it goes to user profile data, because that's our profile page. And we want the mode to be write only. We choose that to be write only. And then what we're going to do is we're going to add our fields. So user input right here. And now you guys can choose whatever fields you want and design the fields to be whatever you'd like. But I'm going to just use this as an example. So we're going to use these fields right here. So we have the full name. So we're going to need one for the user's full name. We're going to need one for the user's @ name. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back to add. And I'm going to want a text box for the user's bio. So user's bio. And then we have location. So I'm going to come back. Whoops. I'm going to go back up here. And I'm just going to select this one again. Actually, make it easy, I'll just copy this. So we got one for user location. And then we also need another one for user website. And then we need to come back in here one more time. And we need to go to the upload button. And we need one of these for profile picture. And then we need one of these for background picture or header picture, whatever you'd like to call that. To make sure they're lined up. And then finally, we need to add a submit button. So we'll go to button, and I'll use our one from the edit button. You'll come in here, we'll add it down here, and it'll just say submit. Okay, so now what we need to do is we're going to change the field so that way we could set it up correctly. So we don't want this to be a phone number, we want it to be text. Then we want the placeholder text to be full name. On the next one, we're going to edit it. Again, we want this to be text. We want the placeholder text to be @ name. Then we want this one to be describe yourself in 50 words or less. We'll just keep it that for right now. That's fine. That's going to be the bio. This is going to be right here. This is going to be the user location. Again, we want to change this to text. Your location, and we could say city, state, etc. Doesn't really matter, wherever they want to put for the location. And then let's put website URL. And then, so on this one, you could either make this a URL. I would recommend making it a URL. What has to happen though is it's got to have the HTTP //www.blank-whatever.com in order for it to actually register correctly in the fields here as a item or an actual URL. So just an alert. So if you want to put like a little alert message next to it that says that, I would recommend doing that. I'm not going to make these all required. What I am going to make required is the full name and the @ name, because those will come into play a little later down the road. And then what we need to do is edit these puppies. We'll say profile picture, and then we want this to be a required field. And then we'll change this one to header image. We also want this to be a required field. Okay, so now that we have all of these filled out, what we have to do is we have to connect them to our database, so that way it goes into the user input database. So I'm going to go ahead and click this little button right here, connect to data. It's going to pull up. It already recognizes our user profile data set. Value connects to full name. Good. @ name here, so value connects to handle. Then we got our bio. Value connects to profile bio. Then we've got our location. Connects to profile location. And you can see if it's properly connected, the data button right there will turn green. So that way you know it's properly connected. Website URL, so connects to profile website. Connected. Then we want to upload a profile picture. We want this to connect to profile picture, and it's properly connected. And then header image, and we want this to connect to have it named as profile background image in here. That works. Profile background image, and then it's connected. And then last but not least, we want the submit button to connect to data, and then link connects to submit. And then you could choose what happens after this is submitted. So you could have it stay on this page, so that way they can update it again. You could add a success message, which I would add that, and I would add it right under the submit button. So I'm going to pull that up a little bit. I'm going to drop that down a little bit so we have a little bit more room. Then I'm going to pull our submit button back down here. And then, your message right here could say, like, your content has been submitted. We'll keep it that. So that way it'll stay on this page in case they want to update it again. So that way it doesn't drive them right back to the profile page. It gives them time to be like, oh, wait, I want to update this or I want to update that. They simply press submit right there. And then they're updated. Just like that, then they're updated. So, okay, so this is where they update it. So now that that is built out, now that that's done, and we have that here, what we need to do is click save. And now what we have to do is we have to go back to our profile page, go to user profile. We have to go to edit profile because we have to link this button to that page that we just created. So we'll come in here, we're going to click link, and then we're going to link it to a page. We're going to link it to update profile. Press done. That's linked there. And now if all is well, make sure these are all connected. Okay, so if all is well and all works, we should be able to go ahead and connect everything and see if it works. Now, what I'm going to do too, guys, is I'm going to go back here, and I'm going to go back down to members, and I'm going to add the little login bar at the top. Again, I'm not adding this now, and I'll explain why right now, is because the drop-down features on it, if I press preview, it takes you to my account, but that's not this page. The my account page is this page right here, which is fine, but I'm going to have to show you how to fix that, so that way when it comes time, if people click that up at the top, it takes them to their profile page rather than this my account page. But that I'm going to add it up there right now, so it gives us pretty quick access to go back to and in between pages. And then just to make navigation a little easier, again guys, I haven't added an actual physical navigation bar or anything yet because I'm just showing you the bare bones of this. I'm going to go ahead and just add a home button up here at the top. Just going to link the text to home. Keep it just like that. I know it's very raw, very unedited, but that's okay. That's what we need to do for right now. I am then going to go ahead and make sure on the home page. Yep. Okay, so I'm going to press publish. I don't know what in the hell that is. I'm going to press publish, and then we're going to give it a shot, see if it works. If not, we're going to debug it and figure out what went wrong. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to log in. Okay, so I'm logged in. So now what we're going to do to test it is I'm going to go up here to my account. And then I'm going to go to update profile. And I'm going to enter the proper information. Almost couldn't spell my own name. Holy crap. I'm going to add my @ name. So I'll just add it as, I'll just add it as Michael Strauch. I like to think I am a fairly cool guy. Not sure. What do you think? What do you think, guys? If you think I am, go ahead and drop a like down below in this video. Location, I'm going to put Phoenix because I'm excited to get back there in 4 days and visit family. Website URL, I'm going to come straight here to the Wix Training Academy. Guys, don't forget to fill out your feedback form. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to add it in here. I'm going to add a profile picture myself. What one do we want to add today? Let's see. I know what one I want to add. I want to add my my sweater picture. I like that one a lot. I'm going to add that one. Now for my background image. Man, what one can I grab? Let's just go to the Wix Training Academy and try to find, nope, my background YouTube channel art. Here it is. Grab that and then submit. Your content has been submitted. Okay, cool. So now what we have to check is we have to go into our, because I haven't linked the pages yet. So it just submits there. So we actually have to verify that we have a properly submitted profile page now. So if I go back to user profile data, and what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go to our website's dashboard. I know this is a bit confusing, so I'm going to show you all the linking processes between the two after we get these last little elements set up for the profile pages, so that way I can show you how to go back to a profile page after someone's uploaded their data. So we're going to go to database here in our dashboard. This is in our Wix dashboard on our site, and I'm going to go to user profile data. Okay, good. So this means there's been one uploaded. So now I have to show you how that works. I have to see, because I honestly don't even remember the settings I have for this page for as far as SEO settings go. Settings here. All right, I'm going to change this to go to add field, full name. Okay. Good. All right, so now if we publish that, I should be able to go to the website and let's see here, and then pull up my profile strictly by searching right now. So strictly by searching the exact URL. So it was / user, what was it, user profile? Sorry, I apologize. I forget what I named it. What is the name of that database? User profile data. Is that how I have it in here? I believe it is. Let's just check the settings here. SEO. What's the page? Yep. Okay. Page info. User profile data / full name. So it should come up. It's user profile data / Michael Strauch will come up like that. Yeah, here we go. Guys, look at that. You can see how it worked. There we go. So I know that was a long process to try to get to this page, but that's because I haven't linked it yet. I haven't properly set it up and linked it. But you can now see that our update profile, edit profile button here works correctly. And now what I'm going to show you to quickly do so I can make your life a little easier before this video ends is to link it back to the user profile data page. So if we go to edit profile, I'm going to go back into the editor. So we're going to go back to our My Account page. And what we're going to do is we're simply going to go, once again, back to the pages here. And we're going to click Add New Page. And we're going to title this page back to profile. And then just for the time being, this is a little placeholder. I'm going to show you a true proper way to do it. I'm just going to add a button so when someone clicks on it, what will happen is we'll just, right here, back to profile. And then we're going to link that to our user profile data page. Oh yeah, whoops. That's a dynamic page and it's got to be full name. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, yeah, so I'm not going to get into that in this video. I was going to make it a quick and easy little way. I have to show you how to properly link it back using code, so I'm not going to show you that in here. You can see it worked, though. You can see the edit profile button is now active. If I went back here, you could go back to edit profile, and then you could edit your details again. So that's pretty awesome. You can see how that updates and how it works. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm very excited for this. I'm very excited you now know how to do this. If you did, drop a like down below. Comment if you have any questions at all. I know this was a lot for a video and there's a lot of moving parts, a lot to follow, but hopefully I did a fairly good job of explaining. And don't forget to subscribe here at the Wix Training Academy. Click that bell notification on so you don't miss an upload of building a social network in Wix. And finally, don't forget to head over to WixTrainingAcademy.com. Again, within 3 seconds, a pop-up will appear that will ask you to provide feedback from 2018 on how I did with both this and the YouTube channel. Please just 5 minutes of your time, fill out that quick little survey to help me out so that way I can better prepare for 2019 and give you the ultimate Wix training experience. Guys, I really appreciate your time and I hope you enjoyed the video. This was part 9 of building a social network in Wix. I will have the next part up before Christmas. So I'm going to aim to have almost 2 or 3 extra ones done for you before Christmas happens, which is in about 2 weeks. So that's my goal for you, and that's what I'm aiming for. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your patience. You guys are amazing, and stay awesome. Have a fantastic rest of your day. Michael Strauch, out.